everyone, this side Manish Kulyani. In this video, I am going to cover your first topic, Introduction to Security Analysis. This video is mainly useful for all MBA finance students as well as those who are preparing for UGC NET. Reason being, definitely you will get 2 to 3 questions related to investment, related to security in your exam. And the main purpose of this video to impart knowledge to my students, especially MBA finance students, regarding the theories and practice of security analysis. So let's start with the first line of your syllabus. Subject code is FM306. Let's start. The meaning of investment. Now, what do you mean by investment? Investment simply means it is the employment of funds on asset with the aim of earning capital appreciation. Capital appreciation means long term profit, long term gain. So in simple language, investment simply means putting fund in some particular assets with the aim of earning capital appreciation, with the aim of earning, with the objective of earning capital gain, means long term profit. So that's the meaning of investment. So investment as a process of sacrificing something now for the prospect of gaining something later. So that's the meaning of investment. So investment simply means employment of funds, sacrificing fund, putting fund in some particular assets with the objective, with the aim of earning capital appreciation. So that's the meaning of investment. I hope it is clear. Now next concept in this topic is speculation. Now what is speculation? Speculation simply means, it means taking up the business risk in the hope of getting short term gains. Means in simple language, speculation means it is a purchase of an asset, any good, any commodity, with the hope that it will become more valuable in the future. Means you have to invest in present time, but with the consideration that this thing will give you profit in future time period. Means you want to take the advantage of price fluctuation. So it is always involve a high risk. Means speculation is related to investment is high risky project, and it is related to short term gain. So that's called speculation. So speculation simply means involves buying and selling activities with the expectation of getting profit due to price fluctuation. So that's called speculation. Clear? Now you have studied the meaning of investment, speculation. Now what's the difference between investor and speculator? These are the some basis of difference. First difference is on the basis of time. Investment always belong to long term period, but speculation always belong to very short period. Second, risk in investment, there is always a moderate risk, but in speculation there is always a high risk. Third one is decision in investment. While taking decision regarding investment in particular asset or not, means whether we have to invest in particular asset or not. So whole decision based on fundamental factors. Fundamental factor means you have to consider the economic condition, you have to consider the company condition, you have to consider the industry condition. Means you have to analysis EIC, economy, industry, company analysis. So whatever decision in investment you take related to particular investment, that totally based on your fundamental factors. But in speculation, decision totally based on insider information, confidential information related to that particular asset, not considering all the factors, economic state, company analysis, only based on insider information. Next, fund. In investment you always use your own fund, but in speculation you use borrowed fund as well as own fund. Then return. If investment involve moderate risk, definitely your return is also moderate. And in speculation, if it is involve high risk, definitely you will get high return. So these are the basic difference between investment and speculator. Clear? Is there any problem in any point? If you face any problem in any point, you can put your query in the comment box. Definitely I will reply. Now next is investment objectives, or you can say investment attributes. Now what are the objectives behind your investment? So all points whatever points, whatever factors, whatever attributes you consider while taking your decision related to investment. So all those parameters you have to explain in this topic: investment objectives, investment attributes, what factor you will consider while putting your fund in any investment. So you have to explain all these points. First point, return. Definitely every rational investor will consider return. It is one of the main factor while taking a decision related to investment. Now return. Investors always expect a good rate of return from their investor. Are you agree this statement कि every investor wants good return? So investor always expect a good rate of return from their investment. So here return means, simple language, return means income on the investment. So returns differ from investment to investment. Let me explain with the help of example. Suppose if you want invest your money in shares, so definitely you will earn dividend. So that's your return in form of dividend. But if you invest your money in debentures, then definitely you will earn interest. So that's your return. So now in this case, in debenture case, your return is interest, but in share case your return is dividend. Same, if you invest or putting your fund in post office, FD, bank account, then definitely also you will get interest, so that's called return. So every investor want to invest their money in those securities which give them maximum return. Clear this point? Means all these 3 to 4 lines you have to explain in return point. Let me explain one more time. First objective that every investor consider, that is return. कि every investor always expect a good rate of return from their investment. So here returns means income on the investment. So return differs from investment to investment. So then explain with the help of example. In case of debenture, post office deposit, government security, the return is interest. But in case of equity share, preference share, the return is dividend. So every investor want to invest their money in those securities which give them maximum return or income. Now second other point that investor will consider, that is risk. Every investor consider risk also. If investor consider return point, definitely he will consider risk point also. Now the second attribute which has been seen by every investor before investing money is risk. Now what do you mean by risk? Risk simply means probability of actual return. Probability of actual return becoming less than the expected return means whatever the difference between expected return and actual return, the possibility of actual return is less than the expected return, so that's called risk. So risk simply means probability of actual return becoming less than the expected return. So risk mainly related with the uncertainty of return on the from the investment. So risk mainly related with uncertainty of return from the investment, uncertainty of backing of investment money by investors. मीन्स आपके बैड डेप्स हो गए कि कहीं फंड में लगाया बट वो बैंकक्रप्ट हो गया, तो दिस इज ऑल्सो ए अनसर्टेनिटी ऑफ योर रिटर्न. For example, same example that I explained in first point, return. Equity share, preference share. As you know, equity shares are highly risky as compared to debentures. In case of debenture, every company has to pay interest whether company earns profit or loss. Means your return is secure. But in case of equity share, company pays dividend only in case of profit. If company earns loss, then company no need to pay dividend. So in this case, equity shares are highly risky as compared to debentures of the same company, because company has to pay interest on the debenture whether it earning profit or loss. Also at the same time of liquidation, जब कंपनी आपकी एंड हो रही है, डिसोल्यूशन हो रहा है, at the time of liquidation of company, debenture holders have the right to get money back before the equity shareholder. तब भी उनके पास राइट होता है अपना मनी वापस लेने के लिए इक्विटी शेयर से पहले. सो दिस फैक्टर ऑल्सो कंसिडर बाय द इन्वेस्टर while putting money in some particular asset. और In first point, investor always want to invest their money in those security which give them maximum return. But in this case, investors want to invest their money in those security which have less risk. Clear? Now third point, liquidity also known as marketability. Marketability simply means marketability of investment provides liquidity to the investment. Liquidity totally depends upon the market situation, state of the economy. Suppose, let me explain with the help of example. If a portion of your investment that could be converted into cash without much loss of time, it would help the investor meet the emergency. Means whenever the time of need, if you can change your security into cash, it means liquidity position is very good, marketability position is very good. Like take the example of gold. अब जब भी सेल करने जाओ, definitely you can easily convert it into cash. So it's a good option of liquidity, it is a good option of marketability. So every investor will consider this point also, कि लिक्विडिटी है या नहीं है, कि एट द टाइम ऑफ इमरजेंसी आई कैन कन्वर्ट माई सिक्योरिटी इन टू कैश विदाउट बियरिंग मच लॉस, विदाउट बियरिंग मच लॉस ऑफ टाइम. आई कैन इजिली कन्वर्ट इन टू कैश और नोट. और वो हमेशा उस सिक्योरिटी में इन्वेस्ट करेगा जिसमें विदाउट मच ऑफ टाइम, विदाउट मच ऑफ लॉस, ही कैन इजिली कन्वर्टेड हिज सिक्योरिटी इन टू कैश. सो दैट्स कॉल्ड लिक्विडिटी. मीन्स कि बाय सेलिंग शेयर इन टू मार्केट, इफ इन्वेस्टर कैन इजिली गेट his or her money back. So definitely investor says this security is very good because at the time of emergency, when emergency arises, I can easily convert it into cash. So this factor also considered while investing money in any investment. Fourth major point is safety. Safety is one of the very imperative attribute considered by investor while investing his or her money. So selecting investment avenue should be under the legal or regulatory framework. कि whatever security you choose for investment, you always consider कि that security should be under the legal or regulatory framework or not, कि that security listed in security exchange market or not, stock exchange market or not, कि this security is listed in NSE, BSE, means that should be under the legal or regulatory framework or not. So every investor wants that money invested by him into that security will be received them after a particular time period, but safety depends upon the nature of investment. This is one of the most important factor, कि safety always depend upon the nature of investment. Suppose investment in government securities, investment is government securities considered much safer than the investment in private securities. Definitely हम बोलते हैं it is a government bank, if you put your fund in this particular bank, your fund would be safe. बट अगर प्राइवेट में करोगे पता नहीं चलता, रातों रात भाग जाए, इंसॉल्वेंट हो जाए. सो सिक्योरिटी ऑलवेज डिपेंड्स अपॉन द नेचर ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट. इन्वेस्टमेंट इन गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी कंसिडर मच सेफर देन द इन्वेस्टमेंट इन प्राइवेट सिक्योरिटीज. नाउ नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, फिफ्थ पॉइंट इज हैज engaged inflation. This is also one of the most important factor. Hedging, you know, fluctuation, price fluctuation, means provide protection against fluctuation. That's called hedging. You have studied in economics. So since there is a time of inflation in almost all the economy, the rate of return should ensure a cover against the fluctuation. कि every investor wants कि at the time of inflation your rate of return definitely should cover the rate of inflation. कि सपोज आपका रेट ऑफ रिटर्न सिक्योरिटीज में आ रहा है 10%, बट इन्फ्लेशन रेट इज 12%. डेफिनेटली बीइंग ए रैशनल इन्वेस्टर यू वुड नॉट इन्वेस्ट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर एसेट कि जिसका रेट ऑफ रिटर्न कम है और रेट ऑफ इन्फ्लेशन ज़्यादा है. तो एवरी इन्वेस्टर वॉन्ट्स कि उसका जो भी रेट ऑफ रिटर्न है डेफिनेटली शुड कवर ए रिस्क अगेंस्ट द फ्लक्चुएशन, मीन्स अगेंस्ट द इन्फ्लेशन. कि मीन्स it is 110% true statement कि every investor wants stable return on his investment, but also want appropriate or suitable return so that they can face the situation of inflation. It is true कि every investor wants stable return, but that return should be more than the rate of inflation. This is also one of the another perspective that every investor wants. So return rate should be higher than the rate of inflation. Otherwise, the investor will have loss in real terms. Clear? Suppose if your return is very low as compared to inflation rate, then investor will not invest his or her money on that particular investment. So while choosing investment money, investor also consider this thing कि, his rate of return should be more than the rate of inflation. Otherwise, he will not investment. Now, last point, safety. Safety definitely it is. I already explained. I think this point. Last point is tax exemption. Now, tax exemption while investing money into security, the investor not only see the return, not only see the risk, not only see the rest previous factor, but also see the various benefit investor get by investing funding that particular securities. Let me explain with the help of example. Dividend on equity share is tax exempted, but interest on debenture is taxable. So this thing also considered by investor कि अगर सपोज मैं इस इन्वेस्टमेंट में करता हूँ तो मुझे कितना टैक्स कंसेशन मिलेगा. सपोज इफ यू इन्वेस्टमेंट इन म्यूचुअल फंड, इन इफ योर इन्वेस्टमेंट इन लॉक इन म्यूचुअल फंड जो 3 ईयर की लॉक इन हो जाते हैं, तो उतना ही अमाउंट आपको जितना 1,50,000 अप टू 1,50,000 यू विल गेट टैक्स अजम्पशन. कि जब आपका एट द एंड ऑफ ईयर आपका लगेगा, सपोज आपने LIC ले रखी है, इंश्योरेंस ले रखा है, उसका भी आपको कंसेशन मिलता है. सो दीज ऑल आर दी इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान्स. तो इन्वेस्टर ये चीज़ भी चेक करता है कि किस पे मुझे टैक्स अजम्पशन मिल रहा है, किस पे नहीं मिल रहा है. ऐसे सेम सिमिलरली इन्वेस्टमेंट इन नेशनल सेविंग सर्टिफिकेट्स, extra help for investor to reduce his or her tax liability. So this is one of the main factor that investor will consider while investing money in particular asset. So these are the various objectives, these are the various factors, these are the attributes that every investor consider while investing money in any investment. Is there any problem in any point? Let me repeat one more time in brief. First point is return. कि every investor expect a good rate of return from his investment. So here return means income that you will earn from the investment. So return differs from investment to investment. In case of debenture, post office deposit, government security, the return is interest. But in case of equity share, preference share, the return is dividend. So every investor wants to invest their money in those securities which give them maximum return or income. Second attribute is risk. A risk which has been seen by investor while investing money. Risk simply means probability of actual return becoming less than the expected return. So risk mainly related with the uncertainty of return. So same example, as you know, equity share are highly risky as compared to debenture of the company, because in case of debenture debenture holders, the company has to pay interest whether company has profit or loss. But in case of equity share, company has to pay dividend only in case of profit. Next is liquidity and marketability. It simply means ki it is a possibility to convert your security into cash without much loss of time, without much loss of money. So that's called liquidity. Next is safety. It is one of the most important factor that every investor consider while investing his money. So selecting investment avenue should be under the legal or regulatory framework. So every investor want money invested by him into debt security which is registered under BSE, NSE. Then hedging against inflation means under this point every investor should ensure that his rate of return is more than the rate of inflation. Then tax assumption, while investing money into security, the investor not only see the return, risk, hedging, but also see the various benefit that he or she will get by investing money into that particular security. Like investment in national savings certificate, extra help for investor to reduce his or her tax liability. Now next concept is gambling. Now what is gambling? Gambling simply means it is usually a very short term investment in game or chance. Means under this it is also related to short period. Now the question arises in your mind, then what is the difference between speculation and gambling? Speculation is always also related to short term period, and gambling is also related to short term. But under speculation, whatever investment you do with the objective of to or to take the benefit of price fluctuation, that's the purpose of speculation, कि he want to take the advantage of price fluctuation. But gambling is totally, the main objective is gambling is entertainment, कि लाइक अगर हम बोलते हैं घर पे हम बेट लगा के लूडो खेल रहे हैं, दैट्स प्योरली फॉर एंटरटेनमेंट पर्पस, फॉर टाइम पास पर्पस, सो दैट्स कॉल्ड गैम्बलिंग. कि अंडर दिस यू एग्ज्यूम आर्टिफिशियल रिस्क, कि व्हेन यू लूज योर गेम ऑल ऑफ सडन आप एक्सप्रेशन बनाने लग जाते हो फेस पे, बट उसकी वजह से आप कोई ऐसा ऐसा क्राइम नहीं कर लेते. ठीक है, तो अंडर दिस यू ऑलवेज एग्ज्यूम आर्टिफिशियल रिस्क. और अंडर गैम्बलिंग देयर इज नो रिस्क, नो return trade-off. So that's called gambling. It simply means it is usually related to short-term investment with the objective of entertainment. Now, objective of investment already explained. All the various factor, all the attributes you have to explain again under the objectives of investment. So whatever factor you consider, at the same time these are the objectives of your investment. कि what the main objective of your investment, कि why you want to invest money in particular asset. Definitely you will want return, you want to minimize your risk, you want to get some tax assumption. So all those factors that I studied in previous slide, you all have to explain in this topic, objectives of investment. Now, types of investment goal. There are mainly four types of investment goal: near-term high priority goal, long-term high priority goal, low priority goals, or entrepreneur or money backing goals. Now, what is near-term high priority goals? As per name says, near-term means you want to achieve these goals within a few time period, means within a few years at the most. High priority goal means which is close to your heart, means which have some emotional values. So near term high priority goals means these are the goals which have a high emotional priority to the investor, means investor want to achieve as soon as possible within the near future time period. He wish to achieve these goals within a few years. For example, suppose presently you are living in a rented house. So if you want, now if you are living in a rented house, so what your objective, what your aim in near future, you want your own built house, you want your own house. So that's called near term high priority goal, कि now you want to achieve this objective in a near future period, plus it attach higher emotional value because अपना घर होना चाहिए. तो in new house, as a result अब ये house आपको चाहिए, तो definitely you need fund. सो एज पर नियर टर्म हाई प्रायोरिटी गोल में अकॉर्डिंग कि बंदा एक सिंपल इन्वेस्टर, कि बिकॉज ऑफ हाई इमोशनल वैल्यू investor wants to fulfill as soon as possible. So that's why only for this reason, in this objective, investor will not invest their money in high risky project, because he wants this objective to achieve in near future period. So he will never invest in risky project, बिकॉज ही वॉन्ट ए सिक्योर फ्यूचर, कि नियर फ्यूचर में मेरा घर बन जाए. और डेफिनेटली घर बनाने के लिए ही नीड सम मनी, ही नीड सम फंड. तो डेफिनेटली ही विल इन्वेस्ट his investment in low risky securities. He will never invest in high risky securities. So that's called near term high priority goals, कि on the basis of these goals investor will choose कि whether I have to invest in high risky project or low risky project. Clear this point? Now second point is long term high priority goal. Now these goals as per name says are of the high priority, but it is not related to long term period, not related to short term period. Means investor want to achieve these goals within a long term period. So Suppose few months back you blessed with the baby boy और ऑल ऑफ सडन पेरेंट्स ने ड्रीम देख लिया कि हम इसको फर्दर स्टडी के लिए अब्रॉड भेजेंगे। अब एकदम से आपका न्यू बॉर्न बेबी एकदम से +2 पास नहीं कर लेगा, डेफिनेटली इट टेक सम टाइम। सो दिस गोल इज रिलेटेड टू लॉन्ग टर्म हायर प्रायोरिटी गोल कि लॉन्ग टर्म में डेफिनेटली वी हैव टू सेंड आवर बॉय इन अब्रॉड फॉर फर्दर स्टडीज, बट डेफिनेटली इसमें कुछ टाइम है, 10 ईयर्स, 12 ईयर्स, 15 ईयर्स, 16 ईयर, 20 ईयर्स। सो दिस गोल इज रिलेटेड टू लॉन्ग टर्म हाई प्रायोरिटी गोल। सो मीन्स फाइनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंस एट द टाइम ऑफ रिटायरमेंट। सपोज आपको लगता है, अभी तो हम एक और एग्जांपल लेते हैं, हस्बैंड वाइफ है, न्यूक्लियर फैमिली है, बोथ आर वर्किंग। अब उनको रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग के लिए सोच रहे हैं कि जब हम रिटायर्ड होंगे तब हम फंड कहाँ से लाएंगे। तो डेफिनेटली अभी रिटायरमेंट में टाइम है, ठीक है। तो इस गोल को आप क्या बोलोगे, लॉन्ग टर्म, बट हाई प्रायोरिटी गोल है कि रिटायरमेंट के टाइम भी तो स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग मेंटेन करना है या हायर एजुकेशन के लिए अपने बच्चे को भेजना है। सो इन दिस केस आप इन्वेस्ट किस में करोगे, अग्रेसिव इन्वेस्टमेंट कि मीन्स जो आपको लॉन्ग टर्म में प्रॉफिट दे। रिलेटेड टू लॉन्ग टर्म एसेट की पीपीएफ आपने बनवा लिया 10 ईयर्स, 15 ईयर्स, 20 ईयर्स, एफडी ले लिया आपने 20 ईयर्स के लिए, ठीक है, जो आपको एट द टाइम ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट, एट द टाइम ऑफ योर सेंड, जब वो आपका हायर स्टडी के लिए जाए, तो these आर कॉल्स लॉन्ग टर्म हाई प्रायोरिटी गोल्स। थर्ड वन इज लो प्रायोरिटी गोल्स। लो प्रायोरिटी गोल्स क्या होंगे, दीज गोल आर मच लोअर down in the scale of priority, means these are the least important as per name sir, and don't want to achieve by putting some extra effort, means don't want to put so much effort, pain, means that's why it's called low priority goals। means you want substantial return, substantial wealth कि मेरा स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग चलता रहे, लाइक मिडिल क्लास फैमिली और लोअर क्लास फैमिली, उनके इतने ड्रीम्स नहीं होते। then they invest in speculative investment, they choose speculative investment because उनको है कि मिल जाए ठीक है, नहीं मिलता ठीक है। तो बिकॉज दीज आर लो प्रायोरिटी गोल्स, इसके अंदर कुछ ऐसा नहीं कि हमें चाहिए। तो जस्ट फॉर द फन पर्पस, जैसे सपोज आप गोवा गए तो कसिनो के अंदर चले गए, आप कसिनो के अंदर गए हो, डेफिनेटली यू विल प्ले, आप कोई ना कोई टेबल पकड़ोगे, कोई ना कोई गेम खेलोगे, डेट्स टोटली फॉर फन एंटरटेनमेंट। अगर आप एज ए टूरिस्ट जा रहे हो तो ऑब्जेक्टिव माइंड में नहीं होता कि यार मुझे तो यहाँ से जीत के आना है। यू ओनली विजिट कैसीनो फॉर द स्पेकुलेशन, फॉर द फन पर्पस, एंटरटेनमेंट पर्पस। तो डेट्स को लो प्रायोरिटी गोल्स। लास्ट वन इज मनी मेकिंग गोल्स। नाउ these goals is related to those people who want to maximize their wealth, means those people who are not satisfied by the conventional mode of saving or investing approach, so they put all the spare money in that particular asset जो आपको लगता है कि डबल पैसा दे देगी। मीन्स वहीं पे इन्वेस्ट करोगे जहाँ पे आपको लगता है कि एक पर्टिकुलर लेवल के बाद दिस सिक्योरिटी विल टच दिस पर्टिकुलर प्राइस, कि अप टू 5 ईयर, अप टू 10 ईयर कि आपका पैसा डबल हो जाएगा। लाइक इन केस ऑफ एफडी में बहुत सारे प्लान है, आप इतना करोगे तो आपको उतना मिलेगा एट द टाइम। पीपीएफ में आप 10 ईयर्स के लिए इन्वेस्ट करोगे तो आफ्टर 10 ईयर यू विल गेट डबल अमाउंट। दिस ऑल आर दी स्कीम्स जो बैंक वगैरह सब चलती रहती है। तो दीज आर मनी मेकिंग गोल, जिसमें आपको मनी अपनी मेक करनी है, जो आप कन्वेंशनल मोड से हट के अलग से सेविंग करते हो। मीन्स मे बी आप इन्वेस्ट करते हो वेंचर्स कैपिटल में, जो आपके रिस्की प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं। क्लियर? नाउ नेक्स्ट इज इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोसेस, मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोसेस, every year this question will come in your examination. Now investment process, it consists of 5 steps. First step is investment policy. Now in investment policy you will consider 3 points. I mentioned it: investable funds, objectives and knowledge. Investable funds, so the mind, keep in mind these point. If you keep in mind these point, you can easily explain the you can easily make 4 or 5 or 10 lines if you keep in mind these points. So first step is investment policy. In this first step, investor focus on the following three sub steps. These are the three sub steps. These are the three sub steps: investible funds, objectives, and knowledge. Now you have to explain all three sub steps under first step of investment process, investment policy. So in this first step, the investor focus on the following three steps. First step is investigable funds. The entire investment procedure revolves around the availability of investment funds. मीन्स इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोसेस कब स्टार्ट होगी? जब आप कंसीडर करोगे हमारे पास फंड कितने हैं इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए. इट्स ए कॉमन सेंस कि जब तक इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए फंड नहीं होंगे, हाउ कैन यू थिंक अबाउट कि आई हैव टू टेक दिस इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान. सो इट इज द फर्स्ट की पॉइंट कि आपके पास इन्वेस्टमेंट फंड तो होने चाहिए. सो एंटायर इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोसीजर रिवॉल्व्स अराउंड द फंड्स, the availability of investable funds. If the investors have sufficient fund, only in that case investors think about the various investment alternates, otherwise not. Are you agree with this statement? If you don't have sufficient fund, then how can you think about the investment alternates कि these are the various alternates prevail in the market and I have to choose which one alternate. फंड ही नहीं है बट आप ये चीज़ सोच रहे हो, कैसे आप इन्वेस्ट करोगे? फ्री में तो कोई भी नहीं देगा. सो ऑब्वियसली ऑल इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोसेस किसके रिवॉल्व होती है? फंड्स के अकॉर्डिंग. सो डेट्स वाई इट इज योर फर्स्ट स्टेप अंडर इन्वेस्टमेंट पॉलिसी. फर्स्टली यू हैव टू कंसिडर द फंड्स कि हाउ मच फंड्स यू हैव फॉर द इन्वेस्टमेंट. So in this case, if investor has sufficient fund, only in that case he or she will think about the investment alternates, otherwise not. नाउ सेकेंड पॉइंट इसी के अंदर आप लिखोगे द फंड्स में बी जनरेटेड थ्रू सेविंग और फ्रॉम ब्रोइंग. मीन्स या तो अपने फंड यूज कर ले या बाहर से कहीं से बोरो कर ले. इफ यू वांट टू इन्वेस्ट इन पर्टिकुलर एसेट, देन यू हैव टू ऑप्शन, ईदर यूज योर ओन सेविंग और ईदर बोरो फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड मार्केट. सो द फंड में बी जनरेटेड थ्रू टू मोड्स, थ्रू सेविंग और फ्रॉम ब्रोइंग. इफ फंड्स आर बोरोड, then investor has to be extra careful in the selection of investment alternates. That's also a common sense. If your fund is borrowed, suppose आपने मार्केट से लोन लेके 10% इंटरेस्ट रेट पे कि पर्टिकुलर इन्वेस्टमेंट में करोगे, तो डेफिनेटली लोन की अमाउंट, जो रिटर्न की अमाउंट है, इंटरेस्ट की अमाउंट है, डेफिनेटली यू विल कंसिडर कि योर रेट ऑफ रिटर्न इज मोर देन रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. कि बाहर वाले को पे करना आपने 10% के अकॉर्डिंग और आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो 8% वाले में, तो बीइंग ए रैशनल इन्वेस्टर यू विल नेवर इन्वेस्ट इट. सो ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड, इफ योर फंड्स आर बोरोड फंड, इफ फंड्स आर बोरोड, देन यू हैव टू बी एक्स्ट्रा केयरफुल in the selection of investment alternates. Means your rate of investment is always more than your rate of interest. So return should be higher than the interest, whatever interest जो आप पे कर रहे हो, you are paying. Clear? Now second point, second sub point under first step कि आफ्टर कंसिडरिंग द फंड, अब वो बोरोड फंड है, ओनरशिप फंड है, उसमें सारी चीज़ आप बता दोगे 3 लाइन्स. नाउ सेकेंड सब पॉइंट इज ऑब्जेक्टिव. As you know, it's a subjective approach. Different investors have different objective behind the investment. So it is necessary, it is mandatory for them to clear the main objective. कि what are their objectives behind investment, and all investment objectives you have studied. Return, risk, hedging, tax assumption. ठीक है, these are the main objective कि you need regular income, you need income for liquidity, your risk perception. So all factor points, all attributes points you have to explain under objectives. Now third sub point is knowledge. Now here knowledge means the knowledge or information about the investment alternates. If the investors have complete knowledge or accurate knowledge regarding the various investment alternates, only in that case he or she can choose most profitable investment alternates. It's quite obvious, if investors don't have sufficient knowledge about the particular asset, about the particular company, about the state of economy, then how can you expect कि वो profitable investment ही करेगा? तो definitely you have to gather some research, you have to conduct some research regarding your alternate. So here knowledge means information, means gather information about the various alternate, various investment alternates. If the investors have complete knowledge regarding the various investment alternates, only he or can select the most profitable investment alternates. So this is one of the main point जो आपकी, that's a part of investment policy. And also the investors should be well aware about the stock market structure and the functions of brokers, about their brokerage. एज यू नो ब्रोकरेज चार्जेस आर ऑल्सो डिफर. अगर आप एच डी एफ सी सिक्योरिटीज में डीमेट अकाउंट ओपन करवाते हैं, योर ब्रोकरेज चार्जेस आर डिफर. अगर आप जिरोदा में ओपन करवाते हैं, योर ब्रोकरेज चार्जेस आर डिफर. आप आईसीआईसीआई सिक्योरिटीज में करवाते हैं, तो हर कंपनी के डिफर हैं ब्रोकरेज चार्जेस. तो ये चीज़ भी आप कंसिडर करोगे, क्योंकि दैट्स ए पार्ट ऑफ योर कॉस्ट दैट विल रिड्यूस योर रिटर्न. सो इन्वेस्टर ये चीज़ भी कंसिडर करेगा कि ही शुड बी वेल अवर्स, ही शुड बी अवेयर अबाउट द स्टॉक मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर, द brokerage rate of brokers, the functions of brokers. Clear? So under this you have to explain all these points. It is clear? First step clear. First step is investment policy. In this step you have to consider various 3 steps. First step is investable funds. Under this you have to consider the funds, ki how much funds you have. Then second, funds is your generated through your own saving or borrowed fund. In case if your funds are borrowed, then you have to be extra careful while choosing investment alternate. Reason being, the return rate should be higher than the interest rate. Second point is sub objective. It means different investors have different objectives behind the investment, so it is necessary to clear the objective, कि why you want to invest in particular asset, what's your objective behind this investment. So all objectives जो आपने पढ़े थे you have to explain. Third point is knowledge. Knowledge means gather information regarding the investment alternates, regarding the brokerage, regarding the brokers, regarding the condition of stock market, structure of stock market, various alternates, how many alternates prevail in the market. You have to gather all types of information. Clear? Now second step of investment process, security analysis. Now in this step you have to explain these 2 points, 3 points: market, industry, company. These analysis are also known as fundamental analysis. Now market analysis simply means investigation of market. Means in simple words, if I have to explain, to know the situation or period of market, whether the market is in boom situation or depression situation. So this thing you have to find out under market analysis. It means investigation of market, or you can say to know the situation or period of market, whether the market is in boom situation or depression situation. Means the knowledge about the market situation definitely helps in select the best investment alternate. Suppose if recession is going in the market, depression is going in the market, then it is better to invest money in debentures, because I already told you, in debentures definitely you will earn interest, whether company in losses or profit. ठीक है, company always pays interest whether company earn profit or loss. So if in case of depression period, it is better to invest money in debentures rather than shares. Second point is industry analysis. Now there are loads of industries prevail in the market, so it is necessary for investor to get information regarding the existing industries, so that he or she can invest money in a growing industry. uh, Considering the present time, COVID-19 is going on, so all online streaming platforms like Amazon Prime, Netflix, सब फ्री बैठे हुए हैं. तो इस समय आईटी इंडस्ट्री की बात करूं, ऑनलाइन ओवर द टॉप प्लेटफॉर्म्स, आपके ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म है, इनकी डिमांड क्या हो रही है, इस इंडस्ट्री की डिमांड क्या हो रही है, बढ़ रही है. टीचिंग के ऑनलाइन मोड्स की डिमांड बढ़ रही है. तो डेफिनेटली आप यही देखोगे कि ऑनलाइन स्ट्रीमिंग प्लेटफॉर्म कंसिडर टू बी द ग्रोइंग इंडस्ट्री. सो इट इज बेनिफिशियल टू इन्वेस्ट मनी इन दिस पर्टिकुलर इंडस्ट्री. सो दैट्स कॉल्ड इंडस्ट्री एनालिसिस. कि लोड्स ऑफ इंडस्ट्री मार्केट में अवेलेबल हैं. सो इट इज़ नेसेसरी फॉर यू फॉर इन्वेस्टर टू गेट इन्फॉर्मेशन रिगार्डिंग द एग्जिस्टिंग इंडस्ट्री सो दैट ही कैन नो, he can invest money in a growing industry. तो इसमें भाई ऑनलाइन का आप एग्जाम्पल यू कैन मेंशन. लास्ट वन इज कंपनी एनालिसिस. नाउ द purpose of company analysis to help the investors to make better decision regarding the company means after analysis the industry. अब मैंने बोल दिया OTT प्लेटफॉर्म्स, ओवर द टॉप इंडस्ट्री. अब इसके अंदर अमेजोन प्राइम, आपका नेटफ्लिक्स आ गया, और भी 100 चीज़ें हैं, ठीक है, MX प्लेयर है. तो नाउ अंडर दिस यू हैव टू चूज कंपनी. ये तो सारा हो गया इंडस्ट्री का. अब इस कंपनी में, इस पूरी इंडस्ट्री में किस कंपनी को, कौन सी कंपनी मोर प्रॉफिटेबल है, तो वो चीज़ आप देखोगे. अब आईटी इंडस्ट्री का मैं आपको खुद एग्जांपल दे सकता हूं कि एज पर लाइफ मिंट आर्टिकल पब्लिश इन 2017, लाइफ मिंट आर्टिकल में आया था कि इन 2016 57 मिनट्स पर बंदा स्पेंड करता है. डेट्स द एवरेज टाइम ऑफ पर कस्टमर जो स्पेंड करता है ऑनलाइन स्ट्रीमिंग वीडियोस पे. इन 2018 ये 67 मिनट हो गया. कि पहले 2016 में जब 57 मिनट पर बंदा स्पेंड कर रहा था तो 2016 में 67 हो गया. 57 से 67 मीन्स 10% 20% जो भी इंक्रीज हुआ. तो एक साल में अगर 20% से इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो थिंक अबाउट इट अप टू टिल डेट 2020 में कितना इंक्रीज हुआ होगा. तो डेफिनेटली से ग्रोइंग इंडस्ट्री. अब इसकी इंडस्ट्री के अंदर जिस कंपनी ने प्रॉफिटेबल है, अगर बात करूं इन टर्म्स ऑफ कंटेंट तो नेटफ्लिक्स का शेयर ज़्यादा है. इन टर्म्स ऑफ कॉस्ट की बात करूं तो अमेजोन प्राइम में उसमें है, क्योंकि उससे लेस कॉस्टली है, 1 मंथ फ्री है आपका. तो दीज आर दी वेरियस फैक्टर जो इन्वेस्टर कंसीडर करता है. तो कंपनी एनालिसिस के अंदर आपको डिसीजन लेना है कि आफ्टर एनालिसिस द इंडस्ट्री द नेक्स्ट सब स्टेप टू एनालिसिस द वेरियस कंपनी कम्स अंडर द डिजायर इंडस्ट्री. जैसे सपोज मैंने आपको बोला इफ इन्वेस्टर वांट टू इन्वेस्ट इज मनी इन आईटी इंडस्ट्री. नाउ अंडर आईटी इंडस्ट्री में यू हैव टू एनालिसिस द डिफरेंट कंपनीज कम अंडर द आईटी इंडस्ट्री लाइक विप्रो, IBM, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट. And you have to consider the goodwill of these company, financial statements of these company, profitable capital structure, operating efficiencies of those company. You all have to scan. So on the basis of these factor and plus what the share price, stock price and return उनके क्या आ रहे हैं, that also consider. So that's your second step, security analysis. Now third step is valuation. So under this कि after arranging the fund, selecting the company in which the investment has to make, the next question arise which type of investment funds has to be made and which proportion. If you want to invest in more than one security, then you have to maintain portfolio. कि my total income is 1 lakh, out of 1 lakh I invest 50,000 in this particular security, 20,000 in this, 30,000 in this. So in case of more than one security you have to decide the proportion, means you have to maintain portfolio. So the valuation helps the investor to determine the risk or return associated or expected from an investment in the common stock. So under valuation you have to consider the risk or return plus. Now the question arises, how can you measure risk or return? So it includes two steps: intrinsic value, future value. Now what is intrinsic value? Intrinsic value simply means book value of the share. It is measured through the book value of share. कि book value share की क्या चल रही है, और also known as price earning ratio. कि it is measured through the book value of share and price earning ratio. So the real worth of share is compared with the market price, and then the investment decision are made. So intrinsic value you have to measure. How to measure intrinsic value? It is measured by two way, through the book value of the share कि बुक वैल्यू शेयर की कितनी है, कि ओरिजिनल वैल्यू कितनी है, एंड प्राइस अर्निंग रेशो क्या आ रही है. देन यू हैव टू मेजर बुक वैल्यू शेयर विद द मार्केट प्राइस ऑफ शेयर कि आज की डेट में इसका मार्केट प्राइस क्या चल रहा है. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस फैक्टर यू टेक योर डिसीजन, यू कैन टेक योर डिसीजन कि वेदर यू हैव टू इन्वेस्ट और नॉट. Second point is future value. Now it could be estimated by using a simple statistical technique like trend analysis, time series. Stats में पढ़ा था time series analysis कि on the basis of long term trends, on the basis short term trends, you can predict the value of future value. So it could be estimated by using a simple statistical technique like trend analysis. If I talk about the गोवा में एक कसिनो है, डेल्टिन। अब ड्यू टू लॉकडाउन अभी कसिनो ओपन ही हुआ, उसका शेयर का प्राइस मोस्टली कोविड-19 से पहले 300 समथिंग था, 350 500, बट आज की डेट में 103 पे है। रीजन बिंग कसिनो बंद है, और जिस दिन कसिनो ओपन हो गए डेफिनेटली शेयर के प्राइस विल गो अप, राइज होंगे। सो आज के टाइम में अब जिस बंदे ने अगर वो परचेज कर रहे होंगे तो किस वे से करेंगे, विद द एक्सपेक्टेशन कि इन फ्यूचर डेफिनेटली इट विल राइज, तो उसने प्रिडिक्शन लगा रखी है ट्रेंड एनालिसिस करके। सो अंडर दिस, बाय यूजिंग सिंपल स्टैटिस्टिकल टेक्निक लाइक ट्रेंड एनालिसिस, you can predict the future value. So the analysis of historical behavior of price, कि on the basis of past trend investor can easily predict the future value. So on the basis of this thing you also can take your decision कि whether we have to invest or not. Second last step is construction of a portfolio. Now portfolio means combination of securities. You have heard one days, never put all eggs in one basket. अगर वो बास्केट गिरी तो सारे एग टूट जाएंगे। तो rather than putting fund in one security, make a portfolio कि इन्वेस्ट इन स्मॉल पार्ट इन डिफरेंट सिक्योरिटीज, क्योंकि अगर एक में लॉस होगा तो सब में लॉस नहीं होगा, एक का प्रॉफिट दूसरे के लॉस को क्या कर देगा, ऑफसेट। तो अंडर दिस स्टेप यू हैव टू मेंटेन योर पोर्टफोलियो। सो द पोर्टफोलियो इज कंस्ट्रक्टेड इन सच ए मैनर टू मीट द इन्वेस्टर गोल एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव। जो पोर्टफोलियो आप बनाओगे इस वे में बनाओ कि आपके जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं वो उसको मीट करें। सो इन्वेस्टर ट्राइज टू अटेन मैक्सिमम रिटर्न विद मिनिमम रिस्क। इट्स द एवरी इन्वेस्टर मेक दिस assumption कि he want maximum return with minimum risk. That's quite obvious. So under this case he allocate funds in different securities. So in this step we have two sub-step: diversification means allocation. So it main objective diversification, the objective of allocation, the main objective of diversification कि why we diversify our funds, to reduction of the risk, to reduce the risk, so that इन फॉर्म ऑफ कैपिटल लॉस, कैपिटल एप्रिसिएशन अगर डिवर्सिफाई करोगे डेफिनेटली चांसेस आपके कम हो जाएंगे प्रॉफिट लॉस के। अगर सारों में कभी भी एक टाइम पे सेम प्रॉफिट नहीं होगा, अगर एक में प्रॉफिट हो रहा है दूसरे में लॉस हो रहा है तो कहीं ना कहीं वो बैलेंस बैठेगा। सो देयर आर सेवरल वेज टू डिवर्सिफाई द पोर्टफोलियो: डेट एंड इक्विटी डिवर्सिफिकेशन। एज यू नो, डिवेंचर प्रोवाइड्स ए सिक्योर रिटर्न। डिवेंचर प्रोवाइड्स सिक्योर रिटर्न विद limited capital appreciation because their rate of interest is always less than the rate of dividend that you will get if you invest in equity shares. और अगर आप स्टॉक में इक्विटी में इन्वेस्ट करते हो डेफिनेटली यू विल गेट मोर कैपिटल गेन बट विद हाई रिस्क। सो सम पार्ट आप डेब्ट में इन्वेस्ट करो, सम इक्विटी में करो। सेकेंड आता है इंडस्ट्री डिवर्सिफिकेशन की रादर देन पुटिंग ऑल फंड इन आईटी इंडस्ट्री, इन्वेस्ट फंड इन अनदर टू इंडस्ट्री ऑल्सो। तो इंडस्ट्रीफाई वो कर दो कि जैसे बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री में कुछ कर दो इन्वेस्ट, कि बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री भी अगर आपको रेगुलर रिटर्न देती है विद कैपिटल लिमिटेड कैपिटल एप्रिसिएशन। अब आईटी इंडस्ट्री अगर ग्रोथ हो रही है, ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म्स ग्रो हो रहे हैं तो डेफिनेटली दे विल गिव हाई रिटर्न। सो इन दोनों में बैलेंस मेंटेन कर दो। नाउ नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज कंपनी डिवर्सिफिकेशन। आप कंपनी डिवर्सिफिकेशन भी कर सकते हो रादर देन पुटिंग ऑल फंड इन वन पर्टिकुलर कंपनी, चूज 2 or 3 कंपनीज और उसमें सब में इन्वेस्ट कर दो। सो दीज आर दी पार्ट ऑफ डिवर्सिफिकेशन। की डिवर्सिफिकेशन के अंदर है डेट, इक्विटी, इंडस्ट्री डिवर्सिफिकेशन में कंपनी डिवर्सिफिकेशन। एंड लास्ट स्टेप इज इवैल्यूएशन, मीन्स दिस प्रोसेस कंसिस्ट ऑफ पोर्टफोलियो अप्रेजल एंड रिवीजन। मीन्स दिस स्टेप इज ऑल्सो नोन एज फॉलो अप, कि आफ्टर पुटिंग ऑल फंड कंसिडर द वेरियस फैक्टर्स, ऑलरेडी मेड पोर्टफोलियो, ऑलरेडी मेड डिवर्सिफिकेशन, अब वो आपको दे क्या रहा है। तो दिस स्टेप कंसिस्ट ऑफ पोर्टफोलियो अप्रेजल एंड रिवीजन। नाउ व्हाट इज अप्रेजल? अप्रेजल सिंपली मीन्स रिव्यू, मीन्स you have to check कि whether the income is up to mark or not, कि whatever you were expected, now actual income is coming as per expected way or not. So appraisal simply means review, check the income whether the income is up to mark, up to desired level or not. If not, then find out the reason for this. So under this you have to check the return and risk performance of security, or this thing vary from time to time. So appraisal always, if you check review time to time, it always warn the loss, and various steps corrective action can be taken to avoid such losses. बिकॉज अगर आप रिव्यू ही नहीं करोगे, आपको लग रहा है फ्यूचर में मार्केट और डूबने वाली है, आप प्रेजेंट में सेल कर दोगे. अगर आप फ्यूचर में मार्केट स्कैन ही नहीं कर रहे तो डेफिनेटली यू विल अर्न लॉसेस इन योर फ्यूचर. तो दिस स्टेप ऑलवेज वॉन द लॉस सिचुएशन की फ्यूचर में आपको लॉस होने वाले हैं. तो नेसेसरी स्टेप्स, इट इज़ अ राइट टाइम, इट इज़ अ नीड ऑफ द आवर टू टेक सम करेक्टिव एक्शन टू अवॉइड सच लॉसेज. क्लियर. तो अप्रेजल मीन्स रिव्यू, यू हैव टू चेक द इनकम कि that income is up to mark, up to desired level or not. If not, then find out the reason, then compare the risk or return performances. Then this step also warns our losses, and on the basis of warning you can take some action to avoid such losses. And last step is revision. Revision simply means whatever result you got from the appraisal, it is totally depend upon the results on the appraisal. It simply means कि whatever result you got from the appraisal, if result is negative, then you have to take some corrective action, कि you have to make some modification. तो revision means making modification so that the desired return became possible in the future. कि आप modification करना start करें तो कि whatever return you expected कि वो आने तो स्टार्ट हो जाए. तो सिंपली मीन्स मेकिंग मॉडिफिकेशन सो दैट द डिजायर रिटर्न्स बिकेम पॉसिबल इन द फ्यूचर. तो दिस वन इज योर इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोसेस. इज देयर एनी प्रॉब्लम इन एनी स्टेप? If you have any problem in any step, please put your query in comment box. Definitely I will reply. Thank you so much. Is there any problem? Now this video will cover your first line of syllabus, security analysis FM 306. So watch it. If you face any problem in any concept, put your query in comment box. Definitely I will reply whenever I get some time. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Stay safe.